This church began before there was a Sharon. When Sharon was originally called Stoughtonham and was a part of Stoughton, it was necessary, in order to comply with the laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, to have a meeting house at which there could be both town meetings as well as a place for worship. And the Commonwealth mandated that, and in fact, until you did that, you were subject to a fine. So that was established, and that first meeting house was begun in 1740. It was across the street, the actual place, but it was Congregationalists, our predecessors, who met there and began what eventually became who we are. The church is busy almost 7 days a week. Some of our own folks have a variety of groups, small groups that meet in addition to our large congregation that meets on Sunday morning. And then in addition to those kinds of meetings, people that meet for service projects and for study and that sort of thing, there's the wider community. This church has been the host for the American Red Cross to come and hold a blood mobile at least once a year, sometimes twice. Sharon Garden Club holds some of their meetings here. The Sharon Historical Society, which, though they have a building across the parking lot from us, find that our facility suits their purposes for a meal and a program, and so they meet here. This congregation takes very seriously, I think, and very enthusiastically, its commitment to the community and wants to provide a service to others, a meeting place for them to come for community-type programs. We are mandated that it must always be nonprofit, so we cannot have things where someone can come in and have a business venture that makes a profit, but individuals, families, groups within the community that can come in are invited and welcome to come here and hold some function that services their need. Well, we have some of our own people that have said to us that they can't come to church or can't come to programs or activities because of the inaccessible nature of the building and bathrooms and that sort of thing, as well as people in the community we feel have been excluded because of that. So increasing number of people have advocated for us to make some change with that. This is the access into the worship part of the church, and this is just the beginning of the stairs. There are stairs here, out in that hallway. There's another set of stairs. When you get to the top of those, there is an additional set of a couple of steps in order to get into the main worship area. So people are really limited if they have any need for some handicap access. These are the bathroom facilities that are in our building, and they don't really make it possible for people in wheelchairs or who have other handicap needs to enter them and to make use of them. So we are in the process of thinking about either an elevator or a lift that would move between anywhere from 3 to 5 levels in the church. And as you can see with the parish hall, you have steps right here, and then another set of steps. The doorway that comes in from the outside also has a step up. So almost everywhere that we go, we found that people had to have some means to access it that was not available to them. Our thought is to build some ramps in terms of outside, and then to begin to address either by an elevator or a lift the maneuverability of getting over these stairs. This is actually the place where either a lift or an elevator might be installed, either outside the building if it were a lift, or inside if it were an elevator. And this would provide access for our people to get not only to the main worship area, to what we call the sanctuary of the church, but to the social hall, the parish hall, and to make use of classrooms and bathroom facilities too. The main worship area of the church seats 200 people down here and another 75 in the balcony. And it is a place that we use every week on Sunday morning for our worship, but in addition to that, we have concerts in this hall that are for the congregation and also for the wider community, and we have both come to those. The sound system in this room is a bit inadequate for folks, and we're looking to improve that, to upgrade that, to make some necessary additions that we feel will be helpful to everyone. It has a good reproduction of sound, but it does need some enhancement, and we're looking to get that done as well. The parish hall of the church is the place that groups like the Sharon Garden Club, the community orchestra, the community chorus, where the Bloodmobile Drive is, where the Historical Society meets and has a dinner. It's where the Tai Chi group meets. So this large hall provides a real community center for people in Sharon to make use of. It is our plan and intent to make it not only accessible in terms of some lift or elevator, the stairway, but also to redo the windows here, which let in too much cold air in the wintertime and have become not particularly attractive or useful, as well as some of the siding that's on the building, which has begun to show its age. There are breaks and cracks and pieces that have fallen off. We want to replace that and make sure we keep that in good repair. So part of it is to keep our building in good repair whereby it's serviceable to the community and our own congregation. We came up with a logo for our present campaign that is entitled Community Access to Faith for All Generations. In doing that, we recognize that we're building upon a legacy that past generations have handed on to us, and they have done much to do that in Sharon and in the Congregational church here. We want to do the same for the generations yet to come, even generations yet unborn. And so our look is not only to the present need, but to what the future need might be. And we hope that we're participating responsibly, faithfully, in contributing to a community service that will be here for generations to come.